you can open, and I have to shut down this one because there will go an echo. It's on Dirk's laptop, so.
So I just want Jeroen to open up his screen share and then go into File Liker, and then Dirk, if you want to go on File Liker on your computer. And I learned some new, at least like step by step, how to like build up your account, how to maximize File Liker. So it's not that funny, but it's kind of funny. So do never have a typo in Follow Liker and press the start button. Oh goodness, that was interesting. All right, fantastic. Okay, so and do you have this one project now? Or how many projects do you have going on?
Yeah, this project and I think one direct message project. Yeah, and some other accounts for other people.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I think you have 3 projects.
So the other people.
In total 4.
4 by now. Okay.
Okay, so your other people, are they bronze or silver?
No, not in iPass yet. Just for some friends.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, so let's go into that. Yep, let's go to File.
Oh, I see now. I have already 8.
Nice.
File.
And then General. Settings. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to change the first one to 2 because you're doing 2 proxies per account, right?
Yep.
So these are things I just learned. Like I literally haven't even talked to Dirk about it yet. So just learned. And then the bottom, the 4 to 6, is actually going to be 1 to 3 seconds.
1 to 3.
1 to 3 seconds, not minutes.
All right.
And then save. Or wait, don't save yet. Go up to CAPTCHA.
Yep.
Okay, change it to remote. Okay, do you have a Death by CAPTCHA account yet?
No.
Okay, so both of you need to get Death by CAPTCHA. So you're going to go to your web browser. So you might have to hit manual or press cancel or something to just get out of that, or go to, yeah, that would be good too. Yeah, that's fine. Just open Chrome. And then just Google Death by CAPTCHA.
Create a free account?
Yep. It's just so nice to be able to work without a bra or pants on. I just have to put that out there.
When was the last time you shaved? Or do you shave, actually? Or you're one of those...
Shave where?
You're a hairy traveler, right?
Not that hairy. It's, you know, it's unique, the European shower situation, because like a lot of them don't have adequate space to be able to shave, so it's unique. But yeah, you're going to create a free account, and then you're going to order CAPTCHAs. You want to order I mean, I have, I think, 1,000, and it's lasted me a few months now. But if you want to be safe and order 5,000 captchas, you can do that. So you have to go to your email and confirm. But yeah, once you confirm everything, we'll go through and order some captchas. You need this, so this is why you need this. What Follow Liker does, and Dirk may attest to this, is you get these like pop-ups in Follow Liker where you have to plug in this code, just like if you were to just, I don't know, on any website that thinks that you may be a robot, they just want to make sure you're not a robot, so you have to put in like these letters or these combination of numbers, right? So Follow Liker does that same thing, and this is just a way to automatically fill in those captchas for you. Yes, it's a service. Yes, you have to pay for it, but honestly, it helps with your proxies. It helps prevent any accounts from being like stunted in stats. It's just all around, just makes life a lot easier inside Follow Liker. So
how many captchas did you say?
I got 1,000, but I'm gonna have to upgrade soon. So I would get 5,000, and then that should last you for 6 months to a year. Sorry, I've been very loud tonight.
So are there bundles from 1,000? I see 100.
I would go for the
5K.
5K.
I see 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This one.
I would go for the 5K.
So 100K.
No, I think you don't need that. I think 5K should be enough for a while.
Yeah.
And you can check back with it. I mean, mine, I have 1K, and I'm doing okay with it right now. I probably will upgrade soon. There are messages from you right now. I muted you. I won't copy your card number, Jeroen. I promise. Are you at standard bundle for Amazon Workspaces, Jeroen?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I don't know. What was it there? Was it standard or basic? I think standard.
Standard.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right?
Awesome. Did you see the name of this hangout, Jeroen?
No.
You'll see it after.
Oh, fuck off.
Gave you their entire business, all their years of hard work.
Okay, got it.
And then if you want to go back to like your dashboard for death by CAPTCHA, so like your account. Yeah. Just to make sure everything went through.
So where can I find them?
I don't know why it says status overload. What did your email say? We have successfully your username. Okay, good. And you in
Will you
the
confirm it again?
confirmation. Okay.
Confirmation error. Already verified.
It's already verified. Okay, so
Yeah.
please use your credentials to log in. So you're logged in. Check out my account again. Maybe, oh, the status is probably what's going on in the server right now. Recent order status, okay, so it's complete. Cool.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do inside of FollowLiker is just put in your Death by CAPTCHA username and password. So you're going to do CAPTCHA. Oh yeah, you want that 1 to 3 seconds. And then CAPTCHA remote. Then capture. Oh yeah, so Death by CAPTCHA is your username and password for Death by CAPTCHA. You want to uncheck the capture too. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Death by CAPTCHA, you're going to put in your username and password. So whatever password you use to register for your free account on just now for Death by CAPTCHA. Do you remember your password?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yep. So that's good to go. So you're not going to get any CAPTCHAs for this, and your system's going to be working flawlessly.
Do you do test or not?
No. I just know it's good to go because it's the right username and password.
Status overload.
Yeah, that just might be the system itself,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean it's like yours. How you doing, Dirk?
Yeah, I think it's okay. So captcha uncheck, and Death by CAPTCHA is username, and it should work.
Yeah, and then remote for CAPTCHA.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. Let me check it again.
All right, so go ahead to the custom settings for your first like the Fit Success JJ. Oh, and go to the wizard if you haven't clicked already. Okay. Click on Retrieve Existing Followers and Followings, so it's checked. Yep. And then next. Next. All right. So what I do, and you guys are more. This is an option. You can do this or you don't have to. It's just my personal preference. Is I ignore private users and ignore users with no profile picture. Just from previous experience, I know that private users, it takes a lot longer for them to acknowledge that you're following them. So I don't even want to waste my time on them and like waste a stat on them. So that's just me though. You're more than welcome to do that. And then I ignore users with no profile just because if they haven't put a profile in, they're not really active on their Instagram account. So, but that's just me. You guys can test it and see how it works if you want to continue on those settings. So it's just up to you guys. And then, I mean, Dirk acknowledged how to do your research for Instagram as far as who to follow and for hashtags, right?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I guess so.
So definitely test different things. So what I've just I'm starting to test more now is that I'm getting super, super laser targeted with who I'm targeting. And I even, for some accounts, I target all the hashtags that I can think of and that I've researched for that specific group. So for instance, yours is Fit Success JJ. So for Fit Success, obviously your people that you're following is Fit Couple Videos, and then how many people is in that? How many followers? Let me look
Let's
that
see. Fit couple. Almost 75K. No, it's wrong. 57.
57K. Okay.
Yeah.
So great that you have a combination of, doing 3 people. So this is what I suggest when you're creating more accounts is test different aspects. Test one person that you're following and one hashtag in the future. For other accounts, test like bigger accounts, still super targeted, but maybe they have 200,000 followers, or maybe 400,000 followers, as long as they're still super targeted. Then also test like all the hashtags. Like if you have a specific keyword, let's say it's figure athlete, like all the hashtags for figure athlete, or let's say muscle building or something like that, all the hashtags for that specific. So not just like testing 3 or 2 or 1, but testing all of them and for one account. So definitely have a combination when you're starting, because you can create literally unlimited amount. Don't have more than probably 8 to 10 accounts running in each project. Definitely have multiple projects so that way they run better. Because I know that I've filled up projects in the past and they don't run as efficiently. So that's just like future for testing, you know, various ways on who you're targeting, but always target super laser focus for that specific username that you have. Always remember your username and keep that in mind with what hashtags and what people you're following, because that is so important when it comes to conversions.
If you take the what is it, Fit Success, I think that is also nice for you. If you would do a research on hashtags, where would you start with this Fit Success?
For Fit Success, if you think about it, any type of transformation. So if you think about any, like, you know, fitness journey or fitness transformation or lifestyle change, or let's see, like lifestyle journey, like anything with journey, transformation, even like workout daily, fitness daily, and I would say like those type of words will respond well with people. So Fit Success, it could also be people that are in pro figure or bodybuilding, you know, that group as well, that are already have that mindset, that are putting hashtags out there that they're, you know, muscle building daily, that they just have the terminology of a fitness enthusiast. So anything, and also brand names that only fitness enthusiasts would really know about. So those would work for anything that you're working on in the fitness industry. Keep in mind, you want to target people that really know more about maybe some specific supplement brands or any kind of branding that maybe fitness enthusiasts would learn or know a little bit more about. Because they have, like, you know, they have money too if they know a lot about supplements, because they're willing to pay for supplements. They're willing to spend hundreds upon hundreds of dollars per month on supplements. Also, another maybe even $1,000 a month on food, like healthy food. You know, you have to think of all that. I know it sounds weird, but you have to think about that specific person. You know, if they have this mindset and they have this kind of, I don't know, already they have this lifestyle and they're already spending money on this lifestyle, that they're going to be better leads for wanting to have more time for that lifestyle. And they're going to have money for pursuing, and they just get it too, like fitness people just get it, like that hard work component, and yeah, so I don't know if that helps, but that's how I really
do brands. That's also if you say you have a travel account,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like North Face, Prana, Pandora, yeah. I mean, I do most of my research for my accounts on Instagram. I don't really use Google too much anymore. I use Instagram because what I'll do is I'll type in a hashtag that really is super targeted for my one account that I'm thinking about targeting. And then for that, not I'll find the popular accounts, but then I look a little bit deeper in those popular accounts and make sure that they're posting on a regular basis, because I want to make sure that those popular accounts are very engaged with their audience, and not just posting once a week. They're posting like once or twice a day. Also, I look at the hashtags for that popular accounts of posts, because that gives me ideas on specific hashtags, especially if it's a type of hashtag where people want to be on their account, meaning like, let's say it's North Face, and then someone can get on North Face's popular account with their sweet photo by doing hashtag North Face or at North Face. Like, I want to know those things, because then people seek out that they want to be engaged with that audience. So, and then I use that hashtag. So that's one way that I do more research, is I dive a little bit deeper in that popular account, look at the hashtags, and then look at also the engagement in that account to make sure that it's they keep up to date, and it's not an old one, and it's not random, and so, does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's been working well so far. Like, I've been implementing that for a while, and it's doing really well. And it's just like you get different types of mindsets too. People that just respond better to you. And don't be afraid to like venture outside of the I don't know, the fitness realm. Like, don't be afraid to venture out a little bit, even though you want to. It's easier to keep consistent with one or two themes just so you can recycle the posts, but don't hesitate to venture out a little bit more and be creative with other types of targets, because there's just a world of opportunity to be able to target different people. What was I going to say? So that's a little bit about research. Let's click next for follow liker. Okay, so let's change delay follow to 15 to 20. So 15 to 20 will be delay follow, yep. And again, you can ignore private user or not. It's up to you. And then next. And same thing here, delay like 15 to 20. And this will go for all your accounts.
And also with unfollow, I guess.
Yes.
Also 1520.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so when it comes to increasing your numbers, increase like follow, or like if you are, like, let's say the Fitness Freedom JJ gets up to 5,000, then you want to turn off follow and turn on unfollow. So in any case, you can increase the numbers by like 50 per day. So don't hesitate to go in every single day as long as your stats look good. Now you know how to look up stats, right?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, so yeah, you go to statistics, and then you should be between 50 and 100 for, okay, so this one's a little bit bigger because it's been a longer account. So is this one between 900 to 1,000 for follow, I'm assuming?
Yes,
So
it's the
you'll be able
last
to know
one, right?
you'll be able to know by your going to your custom. Oh, cool, nice. Now this is what
Let's
you
see.
created, right, Dirk?
This is what Jeroen created. No, yeah, this is.
Okay, great. Yeah, so
I
don't.
added a little. It's 92,000.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so, you know, you can, like Dirk has on there, you can either wait the week or you can increase every day by 50 on who you're following or unfollowing. And, you know, you can do the same thing for likes where you're liking 25 to 50 more per day. So you can go in there and change consistently and build it up if you want. But like, don't go over the recommended amount that we give in that like template in that Excel spreadsheet. Yeah. So you can one go from week 2 and then week 4 go up, but you know what I've learned is like increase 50 people a day, and then that way you're building it up instead of it being the same, and then all of a sudden, boom, you increase it to 1,200. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that way, like on your earlier accounts, you know, you can increase every single day, and that way you're a little bit more active. You're I don't know, you're reaching more people on a daily basis. So that is that. What else? Let's see, direct message. So you can, for like, let's say your Fitness Freedom JJ for your direct messages, and then also your Joyce Joan Fit. Those older accounts can get up to 200 to 250 DMs per day. Yeah, let me double check that. Let me make sure. Let's make sure that that's right. Okay, so 200 a day. So 150 to 200 a day for like the ones that have a ton of followers. The smaller accounts keep it at 70 to 100. Okay.
So this one?
So like yours, yeah, so both of those, they can probably be a little bit higher. So I would increase like 25 per day. Start to increase those.
Yeah. In week 4, right? Or these are a lot older.
Yeah, these are already going. So what you have probably, so you have 125 to 150. So you can increase it per day. Like you can probably just right away go up to the 150 to 200 and leave it at that.
And what is the max?
200.
Okay.
And don't be afraid, when you start to build like a ton of accounts, don't be afraid to test different types of DMs. So the free ebook, the really laid back, like, hey, how are you? Just want to say thanks for the follow. The story, like you can even have a short story in there, like kind of talking about, hey, thanks for the follow. I just want to let you know that an online business has changed my life because I've blah, 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 blah. And it's like literally just a paragraph, like almost like an elevator speech, but you're able to at least tell a little bit of a story. And some people get it, some people tell you to fuck off, but it just all depends on the person. So don't hesitate to test different types of DMs. Like, change it up. Don't be afraid to change it up.
Okay.
And then the delay DM, I can't remember if, I think I do 15 to 20, but just leave it as 30 to 35. I would just leave it. Yeah. But like at the fourth week or so, I can't remember which exact, I think it's like the third or fourth week, when you start to add new DMs, start at like that 70 to 100. I think it's the default settings, and then you can build up 25 a day from there, up to 200.
One quick question about ticket events. What is the price right now? Do you know it, Kim? I can look it up because Dirk is using. What? Yeah.
Let me look.
Yeah. I don't want to disturb you with your.
That's okay.
I think it's still the old price. I'm not sure when the price will go up.
So it's 117 for general, and then VIP is 464.
Okay. Thanks, love. Sorry to disturb you.
No, that's fine. All right, so your capture pages. You're using lead pages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you forward with masking or forward only?
Masking.
Okay, so for any of your Instagram capture pages, do forward only because it's more mobile friendly that way. So don't mask any Instagram link. So like the link in your bio, have it be sent to a capture page that isn't being masked. So it's forward only. So you want to change that GoDaddy settings in the subdomain.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you want to do because it's more mobile friendly and you'll have higher conversions on your capture pages.
Okay.
So eventually, now, how often do you email?
Cool, not much right now.
Okay. So you're working hard for those leads, right? You're working really hard.
Uh-huh.
So what you want to do is you want to email at least 3 times a week to those leads, because even though you have those autoresponders set, you
Mm-hmm.
still want to email them fresh content, and it could literally be about your day. It doesn't have to be like totally marketing and all this creativity, blah, blah, blah. You can definitely change it up, but you want to be very congruent with why they opted in. So whatever your capture page has, or what it says in that capture page, you want to really talk to that person that responded to that message in the capture page. And eventually, I haven't done it yet, but I know that the more congruency you have, the better, right? So eventually you want to, do you have a different capture page, or a capture page for every single account in Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that way you're
yeah.
able,
I just
go ahead.
I just duplicate them and then change a little in the text and sometimes change the photo background.
Okay, great. So that way you're able to track back where most of your leads are coming from, or what
Yeah.
what sales are coming from which account. So that's awesome. So what you'll eventually want to do is like make your capture page like super congruent with that Instagram call to action. So that way it's like there's no I don't know, I guess like they have to read something new. They can just literally continue clicking on because they see the same message, right? And it'll be a lot more flow and a lot easier. Like the person doesn't have to think so much. Um,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah,
something you want.
I try to do like fitness freedom or fit success. So the word success and freedom, I will get that back in the capture page and also in the link.
Okay, cool. And then, I mean, you guys can keep the same bridge video. I mean, bridge videos can be general, but still, like, it's a video, so it's more value anyway. It's just a capture page. You want that opt-in, right? You want that email.
Yeah.
So with your emails, I mean, this is a consistency thing where you got to be emailing 3 times a week, and emails work. I tell you, they do work, and I kick myself every time I'm like maybe fall off the wagon with emailing consistency, but they do freaking work. It's so emailing, and like it literally can be. You want to be congruent with why they opted in, but you can go off track a little bit more. When I say off track, it's like maybe talking about a workout or a travel experience or a lifestyle thing, and then having like a really laid back call to action, like PS, if you're wondering how I'm able to blah blah blah, feel free to check out this free video. Like really just at the end, simple call to action, and then have a picture of yourself. So emailing consistently will definitely help build that know, like, and trust. And plus, don't spend more than just a half an hour or less on it. Like, just blast out an email, be done with it, because you have enough other things,
Jeroen, remember that is one of the reason I stayed in your face. Remember, you got every time emails. Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it before. I remember to you share that in the Hangout, and that made me realize how important those emails are. It's my job. It's what I do for the both of us, for Dirk and I, and it takes me a lot of time because I have to translate. But I know it's worth it, although I sometimes think it's not working. What Kim says is really true. It's important to stay in the face of people. It will
yeah.
select themselves. Yeah, great, Kim.
Yep.
Yep.
Emailing marketing works, and Michelangelo and all the top marketers will tell you email marketing works. Let's see. I didn't even look at Facebook. Let me look at Facebook real quick. How's your time management, your own?
Right now, I have 2 days a week where I can. Well, I'm kind of busy on some other things, but two days a week. So Monday and Tuesday, I have a little more hours than the rest of the week. So like
Oh,
4 to 5 hours per day.
for those 2 days?
Yeah, and the other one, well, maybe 6, and the other ones like 3 to 4.
Okay. I mean, that's a lot of time, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so one major thing, let's see. Just be careful on posting iPass or Empower Network in your business fan page, because if you eventually want to do ads on Facebook, then they will not like work at home opportunities. So just make sure to realize that when you're posting anything commission wise. It's okay like once in a while, but don't do it too often. Um, but I mean, what I like and what I'm going to do is send people to a Facebook group, because what we've seen as far as stats is group messages show up a lot better in people's news feeds. If they're a part of a group, they'll actually see a post on their news feed more than they will on a Facebook fan page. So
Okay.
I would test it where you create a Facebook group, and it could be like literally mimicking your Facebook fan page. If you post something on your Facebook fan page, then you can post it on your group, and you can even do more in your group as far as like commissions and talking all you want about like what you do. You just go bananas on your group page, because your group page you're not going to do Facebook ads eventually. You're going to just use that as basically anyone who is interested to learn more about you. They you can have a private group. Let's see what we got here. Let me look. So I would do like a private group or a secret group. That way people like join, and then you have to like bring them on. So it's like an invitation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then a group URL can be super easy. It's just facebook.com/groups/ it could be fitness freedom. and that's it.
Yeah.
That's like the URL. So it still can be super clean, just like your Facebook fan page. Did you change your Facebook fan page? Let's see.
No, it's still an old URL
So
because
enjoy
I
your
did change
lifestyle.
it. Yeah,
So
because
you can
Facebook
change that.
won't let me change it.
It won't let
No, not
you?
anymore.
You can only
It
change
won't.
it once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can only change
Okay.
once. Yeah, that's
Well, it's still enjoy your lifestyle. It's still good. I mean, 2015.
yeah.
It's not timeless, but it's all right. No worries. I mean, you can always create another one. You only have 578 people, so you can always create another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, group posts show up a lot better in people's news feeds, so I'm gonna start leaning more towards that. I just, with everything going on, I just don't have a ton time to create that. But yeah. Like, how are you with new member coaching?
Well, there are a couple of sales I made, and well, a couple of them I didn't even contact. I tried everything: Instagram, Facebook, email, but just didn't respond. But now I think there are 3 of them who are taking things serious. Actually, I have a short Skype meeting. Well, I had to have it now, but I texted him. So yeah, I added them to the group, to the Facebook chat, and the 2 of them are already pro, and I guess they still have to choose a profit maximizer, and the other one, yeah, he was kind of feeling sorry because he was procrastinating, and so I said, yeah, just get it over with and watch the videos and then come back to me.
Okay.
So I think
So,
that the 3 of them are quite serious.
okay. So number one, and always focus on 2 people a day, no matter what about your current team status. Like, I love our team. However, we're still focusing on 2 people a day, 2 people a day, 2 people a day. So that's number one. Number two, with new member coaching, never settle for less. So I always get to the why. When I do a coaching call, I always get to the why. And the why is like that deep reason why. And then I like maybe ask them what they're currently doing, what they're currently making, and what they want to make in order, because most people want to leave their job. So if that's the case, then I ask them what it will take to leave their job. They give me a number, and then I also talk about their dream number too. So when they give you these numbers, keep in mind like how realistic it is for them to reach that number, or how hard it will be at a lower level like pro, right? So
Yeah.
you know how to get the success that you have. I mean, you had some success at silver. You're going to have even more success at black because you have this training at the black level for Instagram. You're able to create literally an unlimited amount of accounts, and you have the support from us. So it's just like getting that mindset switch on, and then if they start to ask you questions on like how much money you've made, or does this really work, like if you're a little bit worried about that question about them asking you how much you make, just I literally, well, I try to have face-to-face conversations so they can see me and they know me and then I know I'm a real person, but I literally say, like, I know where you're asking me this. It's because you just want to have that confirmation that you can get success. that you want to see another person be able to achieve what you've achieved. And I can tell you right now that it doesn't matter if I'm making $10,000 a month, if I'm making $30,000 a month, if I'm making $100,000 a month. It does not matter, because what matters is that you have to have the belief that you can do this, and that it is a business. And just like if you opened up a restaurant next to another restaurant, it just all depends on who's the work ethic, the skills, and the market. So, you know, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm just going to, because my mentor didn't answer that question, no matter at what level he or she was at. So that's a big one when you start to talk to these people more. But like at pro level, they can get success in the pro level. They just have to do everything possible inside of iPass, but you should not be giving them this training that you have right now. This training that you have now is saved for black level only, okay? Do not give people, like, you know, it's great to help friends, that's fine, but honestly, you have a limited amount of time to help people, and you have, even though you, like, right now you're getting that feel, like you're getting those people in, but you're not making it until you get 2 people a day, right? So just think of them as everyone has their own place, just like you were. You know, you didn't go black until you started to get that belief, and you also started to get those results coming in. And you're going to have that same thing, but do not give too much, because people have to, one, they have to earn your time, and 2, they have to know that this is a business, that that they have to put in the work, and if they want to accomplish X, that they have to put in X. Does that make sense? So don't, if they say they don't have the money, say it's okay. Everyone starts off at a different place in their business. But I'm going to ask you to stretch. I'm going to ask you to be realistic with what your current skills are and where you need to go in your business. And, like, honestly, you can use me as an example. You can use Dirk and Muriel as an example. I had to sell furniture. I had to, like, you know, literally live without a ton of amenities to be able to get this going. And it was just one of those things, like, and I put it on my credit card, and I didn't know when I was going to pay off my credit card and all that. Like, yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea, but honestly, I knew the value of it. And Dirk and Muriel, they were in a bankrupt situation, but they knew that they had to invest in their education in order to get out of that situation. So people can do it. Money will come, right, if they are really wanting it. Just like for you guys, money will happen. It will show up once you make that decision that it's this, that's it. So if new member coaching pro is great, but fucking think black. I mean, that is the life-changing money, and don't settle for less. And don't, like, I don't know, push people aside if they don't go back, but, like, really let them know, like, the dirty truth about this is a business, and if you want to make $20K a month, it's going to be a lot harder with no skills at the pro level. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. So...
An example that one of the coaching calls that I did, that lady, she said, wow, that example makes sense. I used the example of starting a restaurant with 300 places to sit and invest in a restaurant with only 1 pan and 1 heater. Right. And then I said to her, of course you can feed 300 people, but you will work so hard that you don't have time to do anything else. not to sleep, not to go to the toilet, whatever. It doesn't make sense. It is possible, but why should you do it like this? Why shouldn't you invest more? That example, because I was searching for, something that people can see in front of them, and I thought, okay, let's share it. It is an example that worked for me 2 times now. So.
And that's
Yeah,
why
great,
it's so
great example.
important. That's why it's so important for you to, show your team members our Hangouts, because our Hangouts are there for you guys not only as a front-end sale tool, but also to build that that belief system in your current team members, because that's why we're trying to interview the best people in our industry, is so that way it helps you guys and us to be able to upsell people. And that's what Empower Network does as well with their Tuesday and Thursday training calls, is your members should be getting on those training calls, because the entire methodology behind those is for your people to upsell by Friday when the timer goes down, when they first start.
Is that the Tactical Friday and the Q&A? We have 3 in Empower, right? Tactical Tuesday, Q&A Thursday, and something else. Oh, I'm not sure.
Empower Hour.
Yeah, Empower Hour. A question for you, Kim. Do you, of course, you send all your team members to the Unstoppable Hangouts, right, on Wednesdays? Or don't you?
I do everything.
Yeah.
I send them to everything, because the more people can get in front of different people and different faces getting success, the better.
Yeah.
I really, Jeroen, we have to start establishing a team hangout. If you could be of support of that, because our team needs more training, and we realize that. It can't go in depth like this, because this is what you get at the black level, but it needs to be more about little things, like a lot of people, and that's why, we love our pro members, but even more so, we want people to be at the bronze level, so they're at Empower Network, that we're giving them more training, because they just have access to so much more when they get into Empower Network. So, right now it's okay to put pro people into our Hangout or in our chat, but eventually, we want to have everyone in there to be at least Empower Network, just because of the education, and we want people to understand, that there's a little bit more of a financial commitment to have our help. And you're a part of that. You're a part of that leadership. And so, one, let's try to figure out team hangout, and if we can have your support, that would be great. And 2, eventually, let's have people just be at bronze level to bring in their chat. Unless they're super dedicated pro, I don't, pro people, that's great. As long as they have that strict intention to, they've already set up their sales funnel, they just get it. You get those vibes, right? That's fine. But if it's they're not, your guy that's procrastinating, probably not the best person, best mindset to have in our group, because it's not really uplifting everyone else. So that's just my 2 cents about our Facebook.
So Jeroen,
I didn't invite him already, but I was just talking to Dirk and Muriel yesterday, and I thought these 2 pro members just needed a little support of other people that just got started. And that's why we thought it was a good thing to introduce them. But I just I also talked to them that it's very important to just finish up the videos and watch the webinar of Chris, and then we can go into some individual strategy.
Yeah. So in that case, for those type of people, feel free to send them our Facebook personal page URL. Like mine is facebook.com kim.justice.14. Feel free for them to send me a friend request. I'll respond, or just send me a message that, hey, this person sent you a friend request. They want a little bit more support. I'll send them a welcome message and thank them for joining and excited to see where they go.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a
little bit more, but when they get into a Facebook chat and we're talking about details, like in-depth details, they may get a little overwhelmed. So it may not even benefit them to have that extra support in our Facebook chat. That's why people should be at a certain education level in our chat, because everyone's then on the same page. And, you know, we have people like you and Anna and Beth and Sio and Nirana and Roberto, who's just like thumbs up, great, inspiration, this, that, good questions, and it's not like overwhelming for that person that just joined. So in that case, just send me a message, tell them, hey, this person's going to reach out to you, they're brand new and they have this dream, blah, 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 and I'll like blow them up with tons of kindness. And I'm not going to like train them. I'm just going to say, hey, and welcome, and looking forward, like what interests you, and keep it at that. And that's literally all they need. They just want to know that there's other people involved, but they don't need these overwhelming, like, I don't know, face.
But we have the group of Lawrence Tam, and I share that with Jeroen as well yesterday. I add those people after I talk with them, so they know what's to come. And I always tell them before I add them, this is because this is not the same as Success Alliance, like a pre-group. This is like the group, and you can just invite people in, and then they're on a group. They will see a lot of value, and if you upsell to some kind of levels, you can access other specialized trainings, things like that.
Yeah, cool.
But that, Jeroen, is important. That what I always do is tell them to go to the hangouts, the team hangouts, and there are replays of the team hangouts, and that will show them before they get to the bronze level. It will be able to show them that there's more, but I always tell them, don't feel overwhelmed. Just scroll through that group, but keep on focusing on setting up your funnel, and there will be a lot of things about, other platforms, about, what's it called? What's it called? The video... whatever. There's a lot of stuff in there, but I always say to them, keep on focusing on setting up your funnel and set up your iPass system, but use the group to see that there's more. It will they will be able to be on Hangouts with Lawrence Tam and all those leaders in that group. And I guess you do the same, right? If they go to Rhonda's Hangout, the Unstoppable, that's the same. So then we all use the same way of introducing people. I think it makes sense to do it that way. So that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good to have support, but sometimes, like, you remember when we first started, there's like that shiny ball syndrome, and you don't know what anything is. So it helps to have like these individual contacts, like just so a point of reference. You know, they have Dirk, Muriel, Jeroen, me. They have like 5 people that they know that they can know and they've met contact with, and they can ask questions. And that's, what it's all about, is keeping it simple, but also having those resources to be able to go into Lawrence Tam and like be able to ask questions when we're not available, and then also be able to have some trainings that he offers. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah, what Lawrence Tam posted lately in the group, that he warns us to, that's not what we do actually, but he warns the people in his group to not overtrain and spend too much time on your teams. So of course it's good to do team hangouts and the things we do, but show them that all the things are in the systems as well. So for example, we don't have to do 3 times a week our own trainings and show them things. If you just separate that 1 time a week, the big team training, so that's for you Unstoppable, for us it's Team Lawrence Tam, and then do 1 time a week a team hangout, it will be fine. And
yeah, definitely.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I think that's important. That's what we talked about yesterday, because in the beginning you're so eager to keep everyone that enters your team, but I always think that you should imagine that there are 300 of them and you can be available all the time, and actually all the training are in the big groups and is in the system in Empower and in iPass. So we should think about that.
Yeah, and it's good to put, that's great, Muriel, that you mentioned that, because it's when you're first starting to get these sales and these people coming in, you still want to focus on bringing 2 people in a day. So that's your primary focus. And then also you spend more time with people who have invested more. So there were times when I first started getting more sales that I would spend so much time with someone who's only paying me $50 a month, and they're at the basic level. And then they would quit because the commitment's not there.
Yeah.
And there's just something to say about someone who has invested more, because it is a business. And they've taken it more. It's not that they take it more seriously, but they're committed more because they've put more to their money where their mouth is, I guess. So it's okay to be able to tell a pro or a basic member. That's a great question. Actually, here is the video that explains that. Or there are tons of resources in GoDaddy on how to do that. Or in GetResponse, there's tons of tutorials how to do that.
Show them the way where they can find the answers instead of answering it all yourself.
Yeah. That has helped me so much, is by just, because then there's that, if that person makes that decision to research and learn on their own, guess what? They have learned more, so it's better for them. And number 2, they know that they can do it themselves, that they can be self-efficient, and therefore they get more empowerment. Or it weeds out the people that aren't willing to do the extra work in order to learn it on their own. Like Beth, she was like that in the beginning, where she would just, kind of want every single answer, but I nipped it in the butt and I just said, here's where you can find it. And ever since then, for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, she's been very self-efficient, and she feels more empowered because of that. She has more positivity, more enthusiasm, and she has a better outlook that this is a business rather than me holding her hand every step of the way.
Yeah.
So,
about team hangouts that we're going to do in the near future, our Freedom Lifestyles team. What about that idea, Kim, and also Jeroen, about that idea of Carol and Ellie, how they're doing their team hangouts? Do you remember that, what they shared with us, Kim, that they spent 30 minutes with the team, Q&As or covering a subject or something like that, and then they go off and they let the team move on together, answer questions to each other. So
okay.
That's a big side. Do you remember that, Kim? I thought it not that we have to do it exactly like that, but I think it's a good thing to keep in mind to tickle the activeness of the team, because what is this?
Tickle.
No, you know what I mean? Otherwise, Kim, you are talking, I am talking, and everybody else is quiet. We don't want that. We want the others to talk.
No,
because
definitely.
it facilitates them because if you everything that you know, although it's even only how to design a bridge video, they are able to share that to the other ones, and we don't want to spend time on that, right? Things like that. I want
No, I think that's a great idea. I think that's good.
Give them tasks, to think about in advance. Like, okay, we have a team hangout. This will be the topic. We will cover like this or that. We have like 15 minutes for Q&A, and then they can stay on for as long as they wish, and we can do our own things, like getting 2 more other people into our business.
No, definitely. So, I think what I was planning on doing is sending a message inside of our chat about maybe you guys post some times, like these are the times that we're available. Post what times work for you for a team hangout, and then I was going to talk to them individually too, just because you know how when you blast out a message to the masses, like not people just like turn it, I don't know, you know how it goes with like group messages, but so what times, now that we're all here, what times work best for you? Because we're pretty much on the same time zone right now, and we will be probably for the next month and a half, 2 months, more than that, probably till the holidays. What works best for you guys? Like evening time? Like 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do not want to be in the same times as the Empower Hour, but that won't be because that's in night.
Easter.
No, that will be perfect for us. Like Thursday, I'm not sure. Around 9 or 10 Thursday. What about you, Jeroen?
Yeah, fine by me.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine by me. I think I get Thursday, Wednesday, like 9 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, it's fine.
So, how about Thursday at...
What are you laughing?
Oh, now it's coming. And how about Friday, 7 o'clock?
What do you want? You would. How about...
He's drinking whiskey. You know what? That's why he's so...
I'm not.
This is what he hears. He's drinking all the time.
What is it?
This is a very nice whiskey. Glenmorangie. It's not
apple. That sounds good.
I'm drinking with you, actually. I see my head is better and my nose is like I have a whiskey nose. Oh.
Oh. Oh, it's fun. I know, we only had a bottle of wine. We should have got like 6. That's alright. How about 9 or 9:30 on Thursday?
Perfect.
9:30. 9?
Let's say
9 or 9:30. So we're gonna do a half an hour, and then people can continue to play when we're not around.
Perfect. Okay. And that will be like for the whole team, and I think finally we have to do.
So that's if it works for the majority of our people. So at least we have that in our minds, so we can start to ask other people as well.
Yeah.
And see what works.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeroen, it's so cool to have you on, man. Do you feel that you're in the black heart section now? It's really what I told you yesterday. It's like you invested in everything that we invested in, and doors are opening, and it's really a different level of thinking as well. We think big. You should think big too, because you deserve big.
He's the big thinker there is.
Yeah.
I'm already thinking big, but yeah, I kind of feel special.
I just wanted to say, you are awesome. Kim, just question in between. How are your Black Card members doing?
They're good. I mean, CO, she's cranking it on Instagram. I have a few other people that are just like, taking their time. So I just need to, and they're just getting that foundation down. That's like the biggest thing, is they're getting that foundation down, and it's fine that they take their time. It's just like you still have to have that urgency though, because that's when you really get shit done. But yeah, a few of them are doing very well, and
Great.
so I'm excited. I have heart spots for some people that are black, or they're bronze, or they're gold, and it's just like, and then there's other people that just like, what are you fucking doing? You're paying me hundreds of dollars a month and you're not doing shit? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's weird, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but what about black member meetings, like elite hangouts? We should think about, we don't have to do that immediately, but we should think about something like that for sharing value, designing master plans because that's the life-changing level, getting $3,000 commissions, and by helping each other, because we all have our different talents. We should bond together.
No, I think there'll definitely be in the future. I think our black members need to be at a certain commission level. Like, for instance, when they've, you and I, we can talk more about this, but they need to maybe get at least through those first 5 black sales when we really start to amp things up and start to provide, especially like masterminds for the events. So, we'll start to build, that leadership level where they start to, then they get even more. I mean, we give a lot to our blacks, but when it comes to the events, I think we can help these guys a lot more at the events. Yeah. So, and even have a lot of perks that go along with those higher commission levels too. So we'll have a lot of stuff to discuss for the future.
Yeah.
We're just basically following in either Rhonda's or Lawrence's steps with how they do everything.
Yeah,
so.
But that's why I'm asking, because those are just Lawrence's words, like don't overtrain, bring them to a lot of things that is already available in your system. It saves your time. But I was just checking, but I know like Kat Sepenta, she's in our knows her as well, but she is doing like weekly elite black member cards, hangouts, things like that, and that will help her team to well, whatever. But that's what you're saying, Kim. It makes sense. We just have to wait for a little, just have you guys settling down, get in the role yourself, and it will come.
No. Yeah, everything's progressing to where we want to be. I'm really excited. I think Orlando's going to be a game changer for everyone that's there. I mean, it's literally going to be a game changer. So, I think for those that are coming, we'll plan something special for them, and we'll do a side off of the event on making sure that everyone is going to be able to double or quadruple their results after the event.
Yeah.
So I think we'll definitely plan something for the event, and then after that, I think will be great to have that elite leadership level for our black members for sure.
Cool. It will be our first anniversary, right, Kim? Orlando was your first event as well, wasn't it?
It was my first event. So
we started iPass right after that event. Then we met Kimberly and Scott from Unstoppable. After her story about the plane that crashed on 9/11, blah blah blah. We signed up for iPass with Kimberly right after coming home. So it feels like 1 year later. Feels like we're only doing this for a year. How we supposed to work?
Right. Right. Yeah. Orlando's gonna definitely bring on a lot of emotion. So
We send our energy to you, Jeroen. So you will, when you have 1 month to go to Orlando. You
Yeah.
will.
Gonna rock. I'm
Yep.
just gonna to imagine it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything's possible. It's so possible.
Definitely. Definitely. That's why we did this training with you, so that way the biggest thing is now that you're getting those sales in, don't settle for always give people what they really want, and what they really want is to succeed, and give them the truth about what it takes to succeed. And there's that bridge between the confidence to be able to sell a high ticket sale to that is like in complete relationship to what it takes to be successful for them is to invest higher. So honestly, when you start to meet people like at the events or even at like exclusive masterminds and events outside of Empower Network, you will meet people that sell $100,000 products, not $3,000 products, $100,000 product sale, one sale. So when you start to meet those people, it starts to acknowledge, hey, $3,000 isn't that much. So it just is all about perspective. So when you think about that, then it's pretty easy to tell people, like, this is just what you need to do. And there's going to be the people that get it, and there's going to be the people, like with CO, I just remember it so clearly that she just got it right away. Like, literally, she signed up with me, and then 2 days later, she went black because she just got it. And that's what happened to my other black members is they just got it within the first week. And it's not to say that it can't happen, because you were someone that took steps in order to get black. You had to go through that process. But now that you know what you know, you probably would have gone black like day one, right?
Yeah.
You're
freezing.
What do
You're frozen. Jeroen, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you. They're frozen. But yeah, so we just wanted to help with that process for you, so it helps a little bit, or it helps a lot more with your conversations that you have going forward with your new members.
Yeah, guys, there is just training about that in the top producer. You remember, Kim? I think you've been through them, Jeroen, about Paul Gardner. How David Wood is helping Paul Gardner on the phone. They were doing a role thing, like people want to buy for $25, but if you learn how to ask more, they will buy for more. And that is the right questioning. And also, I really recommend just listen once in a while one lesson of the team builder formula, because that will open your eyes for leveraging your time, not answering every question every day, every moment of the day. I know we've done that with you, Jeroen, because you're we somehow, I don't know why, but we knew
it's the Holland thing. It's the Holland thing.
Dutch thing. Yeah, I always when I'm talking to Jeroen, I always say, "That's so nice just to talk with you in my own language." No, but there are great things in there as well, and it will help you focusing on having a 300 people team, and I have to remind myself to that as well, but you need to keep up. You can't answer everyone every single day, every single moment, I mean. So it will help just sometimes to do training from there.
So I know we covered a lot, but you have the recording. I'll post that inside of our 3-way chat or 4-way chat here. But yeah, I'm outie, guys. It's 11 p.m. and it's 11 p.m. for you too.
I've got two things. It's quite important. The setting in Follow Liker, what we went through with the CAPTCHA, you should do that with every project.
Yes.
Manually. So it's not go over every project and do that. And the hashtags. Normally we said between 30 and 50,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know it was a question.
Yeah. You already go to 30, 50,000, but if you say take all the hashtags, you mean all the hashtags between 30 and 50?
No, like all of them. Even like the 1 million ones. All of them.
And,
yeah, test it.
And the 10. Okay.
Yeah, like, you know, if it's like 100 or like under 1,000, nah. I mean, there's not much to it. Even like under 10,000 posts for that hashtag, it's just not really worth putting in there. But, like, I like I mentioned, I use super niche hashtags, meaning like I don't just do freedom. I look up like travel and then the letter A, and then I see, because if you just type in travel, it doesn't give you the entire list for travel, right? Because it'll stop after like 30 hashtags.
Yeah.
And then it'll stop like even if it's at 100K, right? So what I do is like travel. I'm giving like these ninja secrets. I hope you guys understand. I do like travel A, and then see what's all in travel A, then travel B, travel C. I go all the way down the list, and you can do that for fitness. You can do that for exercise. You can do that for workout. You can do that for bodybuilding. You can do that for anything, and then you can test either a couple of those hashtags for the account, or you can do all of them. And that's what I recommend for testing different things. You know, don't always just do like all of them. Do maybe one that's at 30K, or do like 3 at 30K. It's all about testing. That's why we just over time we're gonna really know like what works best. So all I know is that Phil Wilson, who we interviewed last week for our hangout, he did every single hashtag for a specific keyword, and he was getting hundreds of leads per day. He got $30,000 in commissions in his first, like, 2 months. Like, that's insane. And he was just using Instagram, and he was fucking partying all the time. He didn't do shit. He just, one day, he created 60 Instagram accounts. He put, yeah, one day, like, or maybe 2 days. He did, this is before Follow Liker and Instagram was very touchy. He literally did that in 2 days, set everything up in 2 days, and let them run on like 5 to 10 people he was following. And then after like 4 days, he put all his bios in, and then he put more posts on, and then he put them to like 300 to 400 following, and for 60 accounts, and he fucking smashed it. And he didn't do anything after that. He had a ton of money, and then like he was at 5K for his residual, like something ridiculous, like in the first couple months. But then he didn't do shit and just kept partying, and you know, didn't help a lot of people. And then he's down to like 1K now. But
He has a great team. The girls are great.
oh yeah, yeah. But now he's back on track, and you know, he's doing great now. But still, it just shows you how powerful Instagram can be. And literally, I've looked at all my sales and where they came from. It is so spread out amongst all of my Instagram accounts. It is not all from just a couple accounts or my highest accounts. It's from all of them. So that just tells you how important it is to have tons of accounts on Instagram, because they're going to be so widespread. And that's how you can you have to continue to increase that funnel at the top. If you keep increasing it, then the bottom of the funnel is going to keep increasing. So that's all I got, guys. I gotta go.
Yeah, we have got to go too. I have to do some tomorrow. See you tomorrow with Toby and Layla. I think they come together.
Yeah, so it's what, 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. I'll be in Pisa, but then I'll be coming back at 4, so it'll be good.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks
bye.
a lot, Kim.
Bye.
Take
Ciao, ciao.
care.
Bye.
I'll have the
Bye-bye.
thingy.